lowered all the whites down to their level. You have privileges. You don't have rights. The moment that you are born and they lay you on your mother's chest, you are, we the people, sovereign citizen. Suddenly, somehow or other, we go magically down to becoming a United States citizen. How does that happen?
Birth certificate.
Birth certificate, social security number, driver's license, voter's registration card. You ever look at your voter registration card? Are you a United States citizen? Yes or no? Oh yeah, I'm a United States citizen. Oh boy, you have no rights. We the people have a right to keep and bear arms. A United States citizen has to get a concealed carry permit. We the people have a right to travel. A United States citizen has to get a driver's license. We the people can get married to anybody we want. A United States citizen has to get a marriage license. Those are all prima facie evidence of your subordinate status to Congress. The trick is getting rid of all of that.
Since that says born or naturalized in the United States with capital letters, wouldn't that be places they had, like D.C. and the territories only?
That's right. Say the United States. I have another document that I literally just printed off the web yesterday. I'm again, there's too much information, so I keep adding more. But I downloaded a document that talks about the United States, and the United States of America, 3 different entities, and the citizenships of each of those. And I would have added in the book. Best I can do is to give you the website before we leave.
So then the 14th doesn't apply to sovereign Texans.
If you are a sovereign Texan, you are not a United States citizen.
Okay.
You never ever want to say, yes, I'm a United States citizen, because you are admitting that you are subordinate to Congress. I am not a United States citizen. I am a Texan.
But what if you want to vote, so how do you...
You become an elector.
Did they just
And
change
they
it in
vote
the
on president.
Constitution?
What's that?
Did they just change in the Constitution 2 years ago to wipe that word out?
Oh, did they?
Yeah, 2 years
See,
ago.
I didn't know that they had. So they're trying to close doors on us before we
They're
finally
trying
get
to say
there.
it's the same as a voter,
Right.
which is not.
It's not. So, United States citizen is different than a state citizen. A state citizen has rights protected by the Bill of Rights. A United States citizen basically has equal protection under the law. You want equal protection? That guy's got a ball and chain. You want to be equal? It just says that it's equal. It doesn't say that it was good. So we're going to give you a ball and chain too. That way everybody's equal. Now, on my passport, I've reproduced what it says. It says, the Secretary of State of the United States of America hereby requests all to whom it may concern to permit the citizen/national of the United States. What does it mean when you have 2 words divided by a slash?
One or the other.
One or the other. You can be boy/girl. You can be Democrat/Republican. One or the other. You can be citizen/national. So this passport will work for a United States citizen, but it will also work for a United States national. They don't tell you what that is, but on my passport it shows that they are different. Now, what is a national? A person owning permanent allegiance to the state. The term national, as used in the phrase national of the United States, is broader than the term citizen. So a rectangle can be a square, but a square is not necessarily a rectangle. A rectangle is a broader term. So if you are a national, it is a broader term than the word citizen. So it is possible for you to be a national and not be a United States citizen. Shh! Don't tell anybody. We wouldn't want you to be able to exercise your rights. Now, in the reference that I gave you before, the USA, the House, the Republic is the USA. The Republic is the house that no one lives in, is the document. And this is a short subset, and it says the 14th Amendment is a setback to proper government. It runs counter to the ideals expressed in the preamble to the Constitution itself. The 14th Amendment is also probably never properly ratified. So the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments are post-war amendments that basically gave Congress a lot of power. Presumably the North over the South, but we've managed to exacerbate that into being even worse. Article 5 of the Constitution. The Founding Fathers realized they were not omniscient. They knew that we would have to change it. So Article 5 is all about amending the Constitution. How do you go about changing it? Well, the first thing that you have to do is propose an amendment. How can you propose an amendment? Either 2/3 of both houses or 2/3 of the state conventions. Do we have to have Congress? No. We can get each state to hold a convention, and if you get 2/3 of those conventions to say, yes, we want this proposal, then it is proposed. You can bypass Congress. We, the people, still have some power. We just have to get our act together and get organized. Now, once an amendment has been proposed, how does it become ratified?
The states.
3/4 of all the states. So you need 3/4 of the state legislatures. It's true. So you need a super majority.
You can bypass that too if you have Knox on your side.
Oh yes, yes, and we will talk about that. You can also have 3/4 of the state conventions. We can bypass the state legislature, have a convention, and if 3/4 of the peoples in the states want it, then the amendment is also ratified. But it's 2/3 or 66% to propose it and 75% to ratify it. They deliberately made it hard. They didn't want it to be real easy. Number 5, Article 5 is on page 35. It says, all debts and engagements shall be valid. Why did they have to put that in? Why is that on Article 5?
Could we back up just a minute?
Sure.
Okay, in this Article 5, down here at the bottom, it says, no state without its consent shall be deprived of its equal suffrage in the Senate. And yet, they passed an amendment in which some states, it would have had to have been unanimous for it to be legal. And some states did not pass it, so they lost their suffrage without their consent.
Then it's unconstitutional.
Right.
Which act are you referring to?
I'm talking about, it's over here where the senators are elected by the
Oh,
populace.
17th Amendment.
Yes,
We're going to talk about the 17th Amendment very shortly. Okay. Article 6 says that all debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of the Constitution shall be valid. So we were changing governments. We were under the Articles of Confederation, and we owed a bunch of money to France and Spain for, helping us out. So when we go to the new Constitution, we say, well, we're going to be good guys, and we're going to, continue our debt. We're not just going to repudiate the debt. But basically, it says all laws pursuant to the Constitution and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority shall be the supreme law of the land. So the Constitution is the supreme